Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
They're going to ride this running back. After 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? They'll try to slam it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's now 4th and goal.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Doing there, he gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Lagway. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Texas A&M 3.
And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that.
And he breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Lagway. He lets one fly deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This corner is good in man coverage. He's also really good in zone. That time, cover 3. He's got the deep third of the field, so anything deep down at the boundary is something that he's going to have a play on.
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Right back to him on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
At the 39. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Unleashes one. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Lagway. On target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The sweet feet buy a little time, and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Throwing right. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 3 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts, Bill Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great.
Ball's out. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Now sliding to his left. Complete downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays that...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 28, Texas A&M 25.
A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium. one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by... to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to get him on the ground. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. To throw, it's Glagway. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
6-9-1, Gators score.
They'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be brought down. After the first down completion, it's second and short.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Glagway. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And a great return on the play before they're finally able to bring him down.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you've got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Defense in press coverage. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
25.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
To the air, it's Flagway. Looking for a deep man. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
But trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Back open in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Picks up 1. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's looking on the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.